Khan, Shalawam, Shalawam, Shalawam. Call Law Yahweh Bashim Shai. Shah Captain Khalil. Back at it again with another Shabbat service. Right. Peace and blessings to the children out there. Keep enduring until the end, y'all. We all we got. Right. About to jump back into these Torah portions, you know, bringing up the book of Numbers. So let me pull it up on the screen. Bear with me, bear with me. Khan, all praises, right? All right, so now we starting off at Numbers chapter 1 today, right? Numbers chapter 1. And it's going into them counting the numbers, getting the children of Israel war ready, by their respective hosts, by their respective captains for each tribe, you know, getting things in order by the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's why it's called the book of Numbers, making sure everybody's accountable in the second year, right? So one second. Khan, all praises, all praises. So right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 1, and it reads, And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their polls. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. Right? And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers. And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you. Of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur, the son of Shedwar, right? Of Simeon, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. Of Judah, Nahshon, the son of Aminadab. Of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar. Of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon. Of the children of Joseph, of Ephraim, right? Of Ephraim mainly, Elishama, the son of Ammihud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, right? Then it reads, of Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gideoni. Of Dan, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. Of Asher, Pagiel, the son of Okran. Of Gad, Eliasaph, the son of Duel, right? Duel. Of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enon. These were renowned of the congregation, right? Princes of the tribes of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel, right? So let's go into the word renowned. What does it mean that these were renowned? Renowned is called, summon, called one, right? Mighty men, you know, called men, specific tribe leaders, if for lack of better words, right? This is who they were. Right here, here you go. Famous, renowned, you know. So these were renowned men to be the heads of every tribe, chief captains of every tribe, you know. Reading on, reading on. And Moses and Aaron took these men, which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls, right? And everybody knows the classic numbers 1 and 18. This is how you know you are of the house of your fathers. This is how we know you are who your father is, according to your pedigrees, right? Let's get what pedigrees is. It's lucky. Pedigrees, right? Yalad. Yalad. To bear, bring forth, beget. Gender, travail, right? Of childbirth. So these are the begotten. This is how they declared who they were begotten from, or who beget them, or begat them rather, right? By the house of their fathers, right? Specifically to show lineage, right? This is how you know which tribe you're from, by the seed line and the house line of your fathers, you know. Bring forth children young, bring up calf child, right? Pedigrees. So that's what pedigrees is, right? Con. Now let's go back, going back. Hold on 1 second. Shalawam, Shalawam, King.
Shalom, shalom.
Con, all praises. Right, so this is how you declare who the lineage of your fathers are, by the pedigrees of your father's house. All right, reading on. As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. And the children of Reuben, Israel's eldest son, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, by their polls. Right, let's get what polls is, right? By their polls. Gogoleth. Head, pole, skull, right? Counting every head, right? In enumeration to persons. Just like you have you vote, you count a vote or a poll, you count everybody, by the head of every man. Right. Going back. Verse 21. Salakia, right? By their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Reuben, were 46,500. That's a lot. That's a lot of children, man. You know, that's a lot of children. Of the children of Simeon, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, whose those that were numbered of them, according to the number of the names, by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Simeon, were 59,300. Man, that's a lot of children, man. And they all come from the various 12 patriarchs, man. Every son had these many kids in their generations. You know, Verse 24, of the children of Gad, right? Gad's children, those that descend from him, right? By their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, right? It don't say mothers, it says by their fathers, right? According to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Gad, were 40,05,650. Man, that's a lot of kids, man. You know, and that's one of the beautiful things about the book of Numbers, man, and just how plainly the Most High deals with His children specifically, man. You know, we might have generations that we only know of standing back only a couple years, man, or a couple decades. You know, I don't know my grandpa and his grandpa and so on, but to have 40,05,650 grandchildren, man. Hey, man, things was in order back then. You know what I'm saying? Con. It's lucky y'all gonna see you dropped out.
Nah, it's all good. It's all too wild.
Con.
Hey, that is beautiful though, man. You can just see all the kids, and you got them going from like 40 years old to 30, to 20 to 10, and then toddlers. You know what I mean? And you see all these little kids, and they Manassite. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like
Con.
that's beautiful. You know, the great grandfather, 90, 92 hitting 100. He's seeing all this go down. You know what I mean? Like that's that's beautiful.
Con, for real. Man. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. All praises. Right. So yeah, just to going into Israel, the 12 sons, man, you know, and coming out along with Joseph as well, you know, and just coming out, man, and still having your children accounted for, man, all praise to the Most High for that, man. You know,
Man,
right?
I love you.
That's right. Verse 26, of the children of Judah by their generations, right, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Judah, were 314,600. Man, that's what that
Nah,
would be.
so Judah, Salakia, so Judah was one of the biggest head counts. You feel what I'm saying? Like I thought Issachar was gonna be big right next to it, but it ended up being I think Benjamin when you keep reading on. But we was one of the biggest head counts. That's how you know Judah fertility is high, man.
That's right. That's right. You know, and three score we know goes a score is 20, so three score would be 60 plus that 14, that would be 74. 74,600, man. Right. Reading on. Of the children of Issachar by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Issachar, were 54,400. Man, 54,400, man. That's a lot of kids, man. You know? Sheesh. Verse 30. Of the children of Zebulun, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Zebulun, were 57,400. Man,
Yeah, I think it was Zebulon that I'm thinking about, but we'll see when we get to Benjamin.
God.
Go ahead.
Of the children of Joseph, namely of the children of Ephraim, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Ephraim, were 40,500. Of the children of Manasseh, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Manasseh, were 32,200.
Hey, and check this out. So this number is just those that wasn't scared, that didn't have any ailments. You feel what I'm saying? That didn't just have kids. That wasn't women. You know, uh, 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 and wasn't kids. Man, picture how many kids they had running around there. Picture how many old men and women was just chilling around, not able to go to war. And look at
Right.
and look at this, and look at the number that we have, and then think to yourself, how many more people, if there's 7 women or 5 to 7 women to every man, man, picture that. Picture how big those families was, man.
That's right. That's right. This is only counting those that are 20 years old and upward, man. You still got 17-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 10-year-olds, even to the babes, man, and the women, you know?
And then on top of that, it's not counting the ones that's over 20 that's scared to go to war or just had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because them brothers couldn't go to war if they just had a baby or if they had any fear in their heart about going to war. So that's a lot of people.
Mm-mm. That's crazy, man. That's what it means to be a fruitful and multiply. Not be fruitful and add, man. You multiplying. We in multiplications, not additions.
Yeah, kind of adding is one wife. These mofos have many.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Reading on. Of the children of Benjamin, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Benjamin, were 30,500. So yeah, I think Judah. We'll keep going. We'll see who got the biggest, right? Right? Of the children of Dan, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Dan, were 62,700. Of the children of Asher, by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Asher, were 40,1500. Of the children of Naphtali, throughout their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Naphtali, were 53,400. Right? So the biggest one would be, I think I read 57. It would
Kind
have
of
been
74 for
74.
Judah.
Yeah, right here. Judah, 74,600. Con. Yep, Judah was the biggest. Man. Let's go back down. Right. These are all those that were numbered, which Moses and Aaron numbered, and the princes of Israel, being 12 men, each one was for the house of his fathers. Right? That's talking about the 12 patriarchs, man. You know, that's why Jacob was the prince of the power, and his sons were princes too. You know, that's why it says princes of Israel, princes of Jacob, right? Being 12 men. Each one was for the house of his fathers. Come on. So were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war in Israel. Even all they that were numbered were 600,000 and 3,550. Man, that's close. That's almost a milli right there, man. Right. And like Cap Gabor said, man, that's not even including the the old heads, right? The ancients. It's not including the children under 20 or even the women, man. You know? But the Levites, after the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. For Yahweh had spoken unto Moses, saying, only thou shalt not number the tribe of Levi, neither take the sum of them among the children of Israel. But thou shalt appoint, Salaki, I'll drop that again.
Salakia.
Con,
Uh, uh, I couldn't hear, so I had to drop out and come back.
con. Right? Right. So the tribe of Levi, they wasn't numbered among them, right? But thou shalt appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of testimony and over all the vessels thereof and over all things that belong to it. They shall bear the tabernacle and all the vessels thereof, and they shall minister unto it, and shall encamp round about the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle setteth forward, the Levites shall take it down, and when the tabernacle is to be pitched, the Levites shall set it up. And the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death, right? So the tribe of Levi, man, they was on wartime as well, man. While you got the other tribe members out going to war, hey, the tribe of Levi was camped around the tabernacle to protect that thing, man. You might have Edom trying to sneak in, and oh yeah, they sent their men out. Let's go try to sneak and destroy their tabernacle. Nah, man. This is why they was there to protect the tabernacle, man. And whatever come nigh, whatever stranger or heathen nation that cometh nigh shall be put to death, man. They was war ready as well, man. Don't get it twisted. You know? Reading on. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard throughout their hosts. But the Levites shall pitch round about the tabernacle of testimony, that there be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel, and the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yahweh commanded Moses, so did they. All right, so did they.
Uh, so the Levites couldn't do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? They wasn't fighting, man. They war was a spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? They had to make sure they made sacrifices for the children of Israel so we could stay on a good graces. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. All that
All
we
right.
read and hear is what we do.
All that we read and hear, we will do.
All right. Arrangement of the camps. Numbers 2 and verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard, with the ensign of their father's house. Far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. Right? An ensign is going into what, man? You want to have that thing on your doorpost. You walking into a tent or a tabernacle. Oh yeah, this is a Levite tent. This is a Judite tent. This is a Simeonite tent with all they children. We's all on one accord, but separate, but still all on one accord.
Nah, it's a flag.
Con, there you go. Signal, a distinguishing mark or banner. There you go. You know, a flag. Mm-hmm. That's
We
right.
all the Israelites started the flag thing. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right. Reading on, verse 3. And on the east side toward the rising of the sun shall they of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies, and Nashan, the son of Aminadab, shall be captain of the children of Judah, and his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 314,600. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be of the tribe of Issachar. And Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, shall be captain of the children of Issachar. And his host, and those that were numbered thereof, were 54,400. Then the tribe of Zebulun and Eliab, the son of Helon, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun, and his host, and those that were numbered thereof, were 57,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 100,000 and fourscore thousand and 6,400. Throughout their armies, these shall first set forth. Right on the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben according to their armies, and the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur, the son of Shedwar, and his host, and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. All right. And those which pitch by him shall be the tribe of Simeon. And the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, and his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 59,300. Then the tribe of Gad, and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Eliasaph, the son of Ruel, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 100,000 and 51,450 throughout their armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank, right? Or that second flank, when you think about strategic battle, you want to send one camp out first, you know, take off the first wave of enemies, and then hey man, you send in that second flank, man, right after. Then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forward with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp as they encamp. So they shall set forward every man in his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim according to their armies, and the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Ammihud. Right? Ammihud. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. And the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Padazur. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideoni, and his host and those that were numbered of them were 35,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,000 and 100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in the third rank. The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahaziah, right? Let me pronounce that right, Salaki. Right? Ahiezer. Ahiezer, right? Ahiezer, the son of Amishadai, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 62,700. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher. And the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Akron. And his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 40,1,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan, and his host, and those that were numbered of them, were 53,400. All they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,000 and 57,600. They shall go hindmost with their standards. These are those which were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550. Man, 600,000, 3,550. Man, right? But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel as Yahweh commanded Moses. And the children of Israel did according to all that Yahweh commanded Moses. So they pitched by their standards, and so they set forward, everyone after their families, according to the house of their fathers. Right. So let me get I want to get an image real quick if I can find it. One second, bear with me, y'all. Mm, here we go. This is a good one right here. Check this out. Let me share this tab. Right. Let me see that. This is how the Most High had it set up, man. All right, see if I can pull it up bigger real quick. Right there, bam. Let me zoom in. Man, sheesh, imagine seeing that thing, man. You scouting the mountains, you know. You got your little small little host of army with you. You look over that hillside, man. You see this down there, man. Hey, you like, sure, hey, we ain't going to war with them. They mighty, man. You know, that's a scary sight for these heathens, man.
I was just about to say this is him explaining how to do it. Like basically he made armies surround the tabernacle.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's basically what the Most High was doing. He was setting everybody up to where, if they come on this side, Manasseh got them. They come on this side, Asher got them. They come right here, Judah got them. They come right here, Ephraim got them. Blah blah blah. So on and so on. Look at that. Why are you gonna try to infiltrate that, bro?
Man,
You feel what
that's a
I'm saying?
death wish.
With no walls up or nothing. Just how would you try to enter that? You know what I mean? You got first watch, second watch, third watch. I mean, you
That's
ain't
right.
you ain't getting in there, man. The Levites protected. You feel me? They're in the middle just chilling. Man, that's beautiful.
Man, that's why it says the Levites, they shall set forward by the hindermost parts by their standards. The inner part of this thing, man. They got to protect the tabernacle because they was on wartime too. So if anybody infiltrate past any of these camps, man, and they get to this part trying to destroy the tabernacle or steal the ark or do any of that, hey man, the Levites is gonna put them to death, man.
And you know the Levites is cold blooded with those damn machetes and the different knives, man.
Man.
You know what I mean? So whoever came in there was gonna get cut asunder, man.
That's right. That's right. Khan. That's right, Chief. That also goes into the war scrolls. Khan. All praises. Yeah, man. Hey, I can't get my eyes off this picture, man. Dang. I'm gonna have to go back though. Slovakia. Man, I'm gonna have to get a poster of that or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Right, man. It's like Captain Gabwar said, man. You got your small little host of army. Oh, you finna go to the Israelite camp, man. And you look over that mountainside, man, down at the bottom. You see that? Hey, man, you turn your ass back around.
Yeah, I'm not fucking. You know what I mean?
You know.
I'm just a mall security guard, man. I ain't no army vet. You know what I mean? I'm not going.
Man, that's right,
Top flight
man.
security of the world, Craig. Nah, we ain't going eyes down there.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Let me let's go back. Con. Yeah, that's a beautiful sight right there, man. But it's a fearful sight to the heathens, that's for sure. Right? All that we read and what we hear is what we'll do, man.
All that we read and hear, we will do.
Numbers 3:1. These also are the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day that Yahweh spake with Moses in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests which were anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. And Nadab and Abihu died before Yahweh, when they offered strange fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aaron their father.
He said ministered in the priest's office for their father. That's the one that brought the two brothers out with the cloth, right? That's the brother that took that got the brothers out of that out of the temple, right? So it was a minister because when you see them dragging out, Abinadab and who the other one?
Abinadab and
Not
Nadab and Abihu.
yeah, Nadab and Abihu, right? The ministering was everybody seeing that them brothers getting drug out for offering that strange fire, man. Right? And that happened in the book of Exodus. Right? I forget what chapter, I think it's 19. No. Matter of fact, it's 11. It's either 10 or 11 where this account is. Right? But it's cold blooded because the Most High reminded us again. Right? The Most High reminded us again, man. If you don't listen to me, I'll jam you up. Remember these brothers, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We yearly thing. I believe we had a yearly thing to do after they passed like this, man.
Man.
And I think it's the atonement. I think it's the Day of Atonement that we have to do to remember these guys. You know, if I'm not mistaken, that's how we get the Day of Atonement.
Let me bring it out in I think I got that count right here. Right. Leviticus 10:1. And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censer, and put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered strange fire before Yahweh, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from Yahweh and devoured them, and they died before Yahweh. Right?
So the Lord hit them boys with a lightning bolt, right? Because the Lord, if you watch our video on Leviticus 10, the Lord, he accepts sacrifices by striking it with lightning, right? We have the only power that does that, you know? Go ahead.
Con. Then Moses said unto Aaron, This is that Yahweh spake, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come nigh me, and before all the people I will be glorified. And Aaron held his peace. And Moses called Mishael and Elzaphan, the sons of Uziel, the uncle of Aaron, and said unto them, Come near, carry your brethren from before the sanctuary out of the camp. Uh,
Okay, so it wasn't them that they that pulled them out. It was these other brothers. So Salak,
Mishael and Elzaphan. Con.
it was those two brothers. Salakia for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but those other two brothers had to take their place, had to take these brothers' place in the offering the sacrifice.
Right, right. Yep, they had to minister.
I think it's in Leviticus 12 where they made it a day. It's in Leviticus 12 or Leviticus 13 where they made it a day, and that's how we get, I believe, the atonement.
This is going into something else.
Karen, go back to 10 or 11.
Con. I'll go to 11.
All right, we're gonna do about 30, 20, 24 more seconds. 20 more seconds. See if we can find them.
This is going into the dietary law, going down past that.
So back to 10.
Con, back to 10.
We get this day somehow. I don't know if it's Leviticus 17, but I remember we went into it on that last Shabbat service. I think it might be. I think it might be in another chapter. All right, cool. We'll leave that where it's at.
Con.
We'll leave that where it's at. But as you see, that's the account in Leviticus 10, right? Go ahead back to the reading.
Con.
I wish I had my laptop, man. I could go find
Numbers 3 and where we at? I'll start again at 4, right?
Yeah.
And then Nadab and Abihu died before Yahweh when they offered strange fire before Yahweh in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. And Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the sight of Aaron their father. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near, and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister unto him. And they shall keep his charge and the charge of the whole congregation before the tabernacle of the congregation, to do the service of the tabernacle. And they shall keep all the instruments of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the charge of the children of Israel to do the service of the tabernacle. And thou shalt give the Levites unto Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given unto him out of the children of Israel, right? Every single one of them. And thou shalt appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall wait on their priest's office, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying,
No exception, man. No exception. They got a gun line, and you better not cross that gun line.
That's right, that's right. And I, behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of all the firstborn that openeth the matrix among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine, because all the firstborn are mine. For on the day that I smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I hollowed unto me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. Mine shall they be. I am Yahweh. Right? And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Know,
Salakia,
go ahead.
Salakia. So just like the children of Levi is the Lord's anointed, right? On a whole nother level. The firstborn of each wife, right? That's a man child, is almost on the status of a Levite, right? With uh with being owned by Yahweh. And that's what he's
Mhm.
explaining to us right now. So he said, the Levites are mine, and every firstborn that openeth the matrix, right, is mine, right? In the same manner. The brothers and sisters that come out the womb, first, the firstborns, they have to do something to magnify the Lord, man. You know, it won't be sacrifice, but it'll be in prayer. It'll be in bringing sheeps on a regular basis. It would be in a Nazarite vow or some type of vow from the youth up, and that's why in the Leviticus they gave us the vow, the vow exchange. If you're 5 to 20, it's 15 shekels for a man, 13 shekels for a woman. Because now the firstborn that cometh out the matrix, you got to bow that vow to the Lord, man. You would like to, you feel me? Because the Lord want that firstborn anyway. So, but
Con.
just going in to say that, just like the Levites is near and dear to the Most High, the firstborn that come out of the matrix is near and dear to the Most High.
That's right. That's right. Bring it out. Right? Right? They're near dear to the Most High, right? And hallowed unto me all the firstborn of Israel, both man and beast. Mine shall they be. I am Yahweh. Come. And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi after the house of their fathers by their families, every male from a month old and upward shalt thou number them. And Moses numbered them according to the word of Yahweh, as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimei, and the sons of Kohath by their families, Amram and Izahar, Hebron and Uziel. And the sons of Merari by their families, Malai and Mushai. These are the families of the Levites according to the house of their fathers. Of Gershon was the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shemites. These are the families of the Gershonites, right? So even amongst the tribe of Levi, the Most High had a consecrated family of house, right? Their own houses, separated families from within the tribe of Levi, right? The Gershonites who come from Gershon, right? And going down, it'll get into the Kohorites as well. Let's keep going. The families, Salaki, those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward, even those that were numbered of them were 7,500. So he numbered every single one of them, man, from a month old even upward. It's not starting from 20 years and upward, from a month old and upward, meaning every single one of them. The families of the Gershonites shall pitch behind the tabernacle westward. Right? And let me get that image one more time. Right? Right here, right? westward, right here. See what I'm saying? You can see my mouse, right?
Con, I can see it.
It's lucky, right? Gershonites, right here, right? Going back. And the chief of the house of the father of the Gershonites shall be Eliasaph the son of Lael. And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation shall be the tabernacle and the tent, the covering thereof, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hangings of the court, and the curtain for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and by the altar round about, and the cords of it for all the service thereof. Right? So they had a specific service to up and move the other tabernacle pieces, man. Because we wouldn't just stay in that same area, man. We would have to keep moving. So their service was for these specific things of the tabernacle, right? To service it, right? Pulling it down, pulling it up, bringing it up, putting it together, turning it back down, putting it back together wherever they migrated towards, and landed at. Verse 27. And of Kohath was the family of the Amramites, and the family of the Izharites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites. In the number of all the males from a month old and upward were 8,600, keeping the charge of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kohath shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward, right? Kohath shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward, right? You can see this little area right here. You see this? This little camp, little tabernacles right here, right? Mainly chief houses right here and small little houses, tabernacles, right? Going back, Slakia, right? And the chief of the house of the fathers of the families of the Kohathites shall be Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel, and their charge shall be the ark, and the table, and the candlestick, right? That menorah, that big giant menorah we read back in Exodus chapter what 20 something, I believe, right? I could be mistaken, forgive me, right? But when we was going into it in the past few Shabbat services, the building of the tabernacle, man, that pure gold giant menorah, man, right? And what else? The altars and the vessels of the sanctuary wherewith they minister, and the hanging and all the service thereof. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, shall be chief over the chief of the Levites. Right? So Eleazar was chief over the Gershonites and the Kohathites, right? The son of Salakia, and have the oversight of them that keep the charge of the sanctuary. Of Merari was the family of the Maalites, right? And the family of the Mushites, these are the families of Merari. And those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, were 6,200. That's a lot of children, man. You know? And the chief of the house of the father of the families of Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abihail. These shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward, right? Right here, northward, this area here.
And something that's cold too is that it's letting you know the grandfather, and then you hear about all the children, right? It's like, damn, bro, 6,000 under one. You know what
Con,
I'm saying? Man,
con. That's right. Going back, going back. And under the custody and charge of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and all the vessels thereof, and all that serveth thereto, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. Right. So the Most High had each of these branches, right? These family branches stemming off of the tribe of Levi, right? The sons of Aaron, right? Had them all on specific duties to service the tabernacle and making sure every single thing of the tabernacle is accounted for, man. From the pins to the bars to the curtains to the vessels inside, every single thing was accounted for and had specific families for each of those items, man. All right. Verse 38. But those that encamp before the tabernacle toward the east, even before the tabernacle of the congregation eastward, shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary for the charge of the children of Israel, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. All right. So when we go back to this image, right, this part is where Moses and them resided in Aaron. They would stay in this lot of area. They would keep the charge of everyone in here, and everybody on the outside was accounted for by them as well. All the tribes and their respective standards. See what I'm saying?
con.
Con. Verse 39. All that were numbered of the Levites, which Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of Yahweh throughout their families, all the males from a month old and upward were 22,000. And Yahweh said unto Moses, number all the firstborn of the males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. Right? So in the previous chapters, man, we went into those that are going to be war ready from 20 years old and upward. Now he's saying now you got to start numbering the children, man, because they got to be accounted for as well, amongst them. And thou
Con.
shalt take, go ahead, Slacky.
And it's cool, bro, because we see that El Biblia, right? El Biblios really a book of records. Cause look at the record that we getting right now. You know what I mean? Like this is a hell of a record, man. You got the kids that's 20 and up that's able to go to war. Then you have the now you're getting the account of just the males that's in the neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? So
Uh,
it's crazy because like people think that the Bible is just this book with a whole bunch of like fairy tales in it, but nah, man, it's just a big book of records, man. It's records that we kept until the Son of Man came and after. You feel what I'm saying?
that's right. That's right, man. 10-year-old Jake, 9-year-old Jake. Hey, man, you accounted for too, man. 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 6-year-old Eve, man. Hey, you accounted for too.
Huh?
You know?
Just like that, man. Don't think you get away just because you're young. Gotta keep
uh,
laws and commandments too.
mm-hmm. That's right. Verse 41. And thou shalt take the Levites for me, I am Yahweh, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of all the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Israel. And Moses numbered as Yahweh commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and all the firstborn males by the number of names, right? From a month old and upward, of those that were numbered of them, were 22,203 score and 13. That would be 22,200, right? And 73, all right? And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am Yahweh. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 203 score, or the 273 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than the Levites, thou shalt even take 5 shekels apiece by the pole, or by each head, right? After the shekel of the sanctuary shalt thou take them, right? The shekel is 20 gerahs, or gerahs. And thou shalt give the money wherewith the odd number of them is to be redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons. And Moses took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites. Of the firstborn of the children of Israel took he the money, 1,303 score and 5 shekels, right? 65. 1,365 after the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of Yahweh, as Yahweh commanded Moses. Come, all praises.
You got jammed up a little bit at the end. Read that last verse.
God. And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. Con.
Con. I got you that time. We heard. We heard. Yeah, we got this next chapter, man, and we're gonna move on to the prophet.
Con. All that we read in here is what we do.
All that we read and hear, we will do.
Numbers chapter 4 and verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, take the sum of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi, after their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even until 50 years old, all that enter into the host to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. This shall be the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation, about the most holy things. And when the camp setteth forward, Aaron shall come and his sons, and they shall take down the covering veil and cover the ark of testimony with it, and shall put thereon the covering of badger skins, and shall spread over it a cloth wholly of blue, and shall put in the staves thereof. Right? This is going into starting to maneuver with the tabernacle, man. That's why it's called the mobile moving tabernacle, man. You have to cover that thing. You know, can't nobody just oh look at them, you chilling in your camp of Judah, and you just see them moving that thing up, man. Hey, you can't look upon those. You got to cover that thing with what? Badger skins, to make sure that it's fully covered through the elements, and throw on top of that, man, a holy cloth of blue, right? And upon the table of showbread they shall spread a cloth of blue, and put thereon the dishes and the spoons and the bowls and covers to cover withal. and the continual bread shall be thereon. And they shall spread upon them a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with a covering of badger skins, and shall put in the staves thereof. And they shall take a cloth of blue, and cover the candlestick of the light, and his lamps, and his tongs, and his snuff dishes, and all the oil vessels thereof, wherewith they minister unto it.
This is cold because they telling them the Most High telling them about this before they even get invaded or have to go to war. He like, hey, just to be prepared. If anything happens, I need you to move these things like this. You know, so that got to be something scary too because you like if he telling me this, if the Lord telling me this, telling us this, then we know it's bound to happen. Now the only question is when.
Let me I think I got something I want to get into real quick.
Con, you feel what I'm saying though?
Uh-huh. Da, 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 da. Nah, I don't got nothing right now. Moving on. All right. Verse 10. And they shall put it and all the vessels thereof with a covering of badger skins, and shall put it upon a bar, and upon the golden altar. So like I think I'll drop that real quick. You back, you back.
Con,
All right, reading on. And upon the golden altar they shall spread a cloth of blue, and cover it with a covering of badger skins, and shall put to the staves thereof. And they shall take all the instruments of ministry, wherewith they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a cloth of blue, and cover them with a covering of badger skins, and shall put them on a bar. And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth thereon. Right? And they shall put upon it all the vessels thereof, wherewith they minister about it, even the censers, the flesh hooks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar, and they shall spread upon it a covering of badger skins, and put to the staves of it.
so what they moving right now?
Right now, they're moving in the altar, the
And
golden altar.
and Salakia, what the Most High told them to put it on.
Put it on
Yeah, they were saying put all those vessels and everything on top of the altar when they move it.
top of the altar, but it's still got to cover it.
All right, con.
Right. Basically, you gathering all because the shovel and the flesh hooks is all that's like on the side of it, posted on the side of it. Hey, you got to collect that thing all together.
And
You know.
put it in the inside and cover that.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Right. Verse 15. And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary and all the vessels of the sanctuary, as the camp is set forward, after that, the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation. Right. So after Aaron and his sons, man, they go in there, they cover everything up, get it ready, prepared to be moved out. Then the sons of Kohath, they got to come in. Oh man, we got to go get that stuff. Hey man, if you touch that thing, man, even a piece of gold or something, hey man, you finished. you know, that's the burden that they had. Like, dang man, we got to go and touch that. We're not allowed to see them. We don't have that service or that charge, man. So we got to be real careful, man. And not touch it. Make sure that thing is fully covered, man, before I go in there and start moving them pieces around, man. Cause hey, we
Uh,
finished if we touch that thing.
and you know those brothers had to be like yoked up brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like their whole duty was 6 days out the week. 5 days out the week, be pumping iron and doing push-ups and squats and you feel what I'm saying? Because they charges when that time come. I don't want you. I don't want to hear. Oh, it's too heavy. I
Mm-hmm.
can't go. I can't go no further. My legs are giving out on me. No,
That's
man.
right.
The Lord don't want to hear that, man. When you pick that thing up, you better be ready to move, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Ain't no, ain't no. I got a cramp. You feel what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me take a quick break. And you drop what you let
Drop
one
one
side down. Yeah, now the
side,
brother like, well, what you doing? You gonna get us killed, man.
man. You feel what I'm saying? So they had to be their whole life. You know what I mean? They had to be pumping iron. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Reading on, verse 16. And to the office of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, pertaineth the oil for the light, and the sweet incense, and the daily meat offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle, and and of all that therein is, in the sanctuary, and in the vessels thereof. Right? So the office of Eleazar, man, they had the duty to overseeing all of these things, man. What the Gershonites was doing, taking the pieces of the tabernacle down and building it back up, and also for the job of the Kohathites, man, making sure, hey, man, y'all better not drop that thing, man. I'm watching you, you know, like let's go, let's get to it, you know. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, cut ye not off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but thus do unto them, that they may live and not die. When they approach unto the most holy things, Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden, right? But they shall not go in to see when the holy things are covered, lest they die, right? Right? You want to break that down, Nuck, or you want me to expound on that part?
Well, when they read it again,
But it says, cut ye not off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but thus do unto them, that they may live and not die. When they approach unto the most holy things, Aaron and his sons shall go in and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden. But they shall not go in to see when the holy things are covered, lest they die.
you kind of cut it. You kind of cut out. But for the most part, it's letting you know, hey man, make sure y'all doing everything y'all got to do. The other sons of Aaron, the people that's under Moses, do what y'all have to do and make sure all these things covered before they go in. Because if y'all slip in any way, they're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure that your job is done well, right? Because you got your brother life in your hand. You feel what I'm saying? And you need to care for your brother life, man. Make sure you got that thing all the way how the Lord wanted, so that way you don't lose a brother because of your ignorance.
Con, that's right. That's right. That's a good analogy on that one's like, hey man, I'm gonna have the brothers come in and bring this couch and move it to the moving truck. I'm not finna just send you in there. Yeah, go ahead and go get that couch, man. You good? No, man. I'm finna guide you to the couch. I'm gonna make sure you grab it correctly, man. I'm gonna make sure you angle in and out the door in the correct manner, man. And I'm gonna make sure you make it all the way to that moving truck. Oh no, just go in there and go grab the couch, man. I'll be upstairs. Nah, man. You gotta make sure, you know, be real circumspect. Come.
Ah, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect right there, man. Because easily the couch could drop on your foot and now you hurt. You feel what I'm saying? But in this case, if you see a little bit of the ark, you're finished, man. The Lord gonna strike you dead.
Man.
And you gotta think of it like this, man. The Lord give us that spark in our heart every morning and all through the night, and easily the Lord could just take that spark away. I forget how much amperage they say it is, or how much electricity it is that runs through the heart to pump it. But it's easy for the Lord to say, "Hey, take away his electricity he got," and you just drop dead. So, but
Con.
go ahead.
Con. That's right. Right. Verse 21. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, take also the sum of the sons of Gershon throughout the houses of their fathers by their families, from 30 years old and upward until 50 years old shalt thou number them. All that enter into perform the service to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites, to serve and for burdens. And they shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle and the tabernacle of the congregation, his covering, and the covering of the badger skins that is above upon it, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hangings of the court, and the hangings for the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar round about, and their cords, and all the instruments of their service, and all that is made for them, so shall they serve. At the appointment of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons of the Gershonites in all their burdens and in all their service, and ye shall appoint unto them in charge all their burdens. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation, and their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. All right. So Eleazar, he was the overseer of the Slakia, right? Eleazar, right? He was the overseer of the Kohathites, and making sure that they do their jobs correctly. And Ithamar, he was the overseer of the Gershonites to making sure that they do all their things um, according to the words of the Lord, right? Specifically, you know. And this is all because remember what the Most High said, man. Only the Levites and the Levitical priesthood are to enter into the tabernacle, man. So these families had to stem from the sons of Aaron, the Levites, in order to perform these services and these burdens. Right? Did I go down too far? Right. Verse 29. As for the sons of Merari, thou shalt number them after their families by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, shalt thou number them, every one that entereth into this service to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. And this is the charge of their burden, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation, the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and sockets thereof, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, with all their instruments, and with all their service. And by name ye shall reckon the instruments of the charge of their burden. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation, under the hand of Ithamar, the son of Aaron the priest. And Moses and Aaron And the chief of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites after their families and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. And those that were numbered of them by their families were 2,750. Man, that's a lot of Kohathites to do the service and the burdens under the hand of Ethamar, man. You know, pulling down the pillars and the sockets and the pins and the cords and getting all those things in order, man. This ain't no just small little model tabernacle, man. This thing was huge, right? Um, lucky. These were they. Oh, it's lucky, right? Verse 38. That's lucky. It's 37. It's lucky. These were they that were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, which Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of Yahweh by the hand of Moses. And those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon throughout their families and by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them throughout their families by the house of their fathers, were 2,630. These are they that were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, whom Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord. And those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari throughout their families by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, everyone that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them after their families, were 3,200. These be those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses. All those that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the chief of Israel numbered, after their families and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that came to do the service of the ministry and the service of the burden in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them, were 8,580. Right? As the collective of the of Merari and their sons and the Gershonites and the Kohathites, right? All of them collectively to do all these the services and these burdens, right? Were 8,580, man. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, everyone according to his service and according to his burden. Thus were they numbered of him, as Yahweh commanded Moses. Man, very, very specific, man. Very, very specific, man. You know? Give me 1 second. Right? All praises, man. All that we read and what we hear, we will do. Damn, it's a luck, yeah. I got in here the boop sound, the beep sound.
No,
It's
it's
a
all
lucky.
good. This reminds us, you know what I mean, that we are man that walked around with books of records, you know, to remind us who did what and how we was moving, right? Because no other nation was doing that like that.
That's right. That's right. These other nations all over the damn place, man. more than likely disorganized, and if not, we was more organized than them. That's for sure. From what I'm reading, by the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim outside, man, they knew what they was doing, man. And just think about how that's maneuvered on the earth, man. Think about the angels in heaven, man, and those hosts and those army, man.
Man, I'm talking about, and they got video recording, so everything you say, everything you do, they like on you. You feel what I'm saying? To where they don't even need to write it. They could go through their files, you know what I mean? In a blink of an eye
Mm-hmm.
and say, hey, did you say that? You know what I mean? I remember you did this. Here you go, hit a video replay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
For us, we sit there and scribe it down. Sometimes the scribes get numbers wrong, and But for the angels, man, everything is on point to the T.
That's right. That's right. Come on, all that we reading here, we will do, man.
All that we read and hear, we will do.
Come on, it's Hosea chapter 2 and verse 1. All right. And it reads, Say ye unto your brethren, Amai, and to your sisters, Ruhama. Right? Let's get that. Right? Which means nation or something like that. People, kinsmen, kindred, a tribe, those of Israel, hence collectively, flock, folk, men, nation, people, right? And to your sisters, Ruhama, or Raham, right? To love, love deeply, have mercy, be compassionate, have tender affection, to love, right? Compassionate. So what it's saying, man, saying to your brethren, right, your people, and to your sisters, I have compassion upon you. You know, plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts. All right.
So meaning her works is being an adulterous woman, right? And Hosea is prophesying something with the children of Israel, northern kingdom and southern kingdom, and the third child being us when we get back in our righteous state, which would be Jezreel, right? So, but right now he's uh he's basically rebuking his wife, and telling her to repent from her ways through, right, uh Israel and the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. He's telling them to plead with your mom, right? Go
That's
ahead.
right. That's right. Verse 3, lest I strip her naked and set her as in the day that she was born.
Con. So now he said, I'm gonna have to break her down and let her know where she's going off at, right? Strip her down naked means uncover all her sins, right? And break her down all the way to the lowest of lowest, like when she was born. No teeth, no strength, no understanding, right? Break her all the way down. Go ahead.
And make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land,
Go ahead.
and slay her with thirst.
So now that I broke her all the way down, she's gonna be really ready and willing to learn and suck up and soak up all this water that I'm about to give to her, right? All this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I'm about to break down to her, right? Go ahead.
And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms.
And that's talking about Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, right? And the Lord didn't have no mercy on us. The Lord really jammed us up, and that's why we're just waking up. We're just getting, since the '60s, the Israelites been waking up on a high level, right? But for a long time, we was asleep, man, children of whoredoms, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. For their mother had played the harlot. She that conceived them hath done shamefully. For
Kind
sh-
talking about the land of Jerusalem, right? And he's talking about his actual wife, right? But the land of Jerusalem has played the harlot, man. We was letting people come in, and we got jammed up by other doctrines, and different things like that while we was in the land, and that's why the land has spewed us out of her mouth, man. You know, our motherland kicked us out the land, man. Right? Read that she that conceived them,
God, she that conceived them hath done shamefully.
kind had done shamefully, man. She ain't even really feeling that uh, uh she haven't even she even at I'm doing something right quick. Let me she didn't even realize, right, that what she was doing. She done it shamefully, man. So it was like she had the kids, and you know, she ain't even proud of having the kids no more. You feel me? Give me a second. Go ahead and read.
God, for she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, mine oil and my drink. Right? Giving herself over to worldly things, man. You know, not taking a heed to the true husbandry and the true love that she got from her husband, man. Playing the harlot, man. Not satisfied with what we got. She wants to take things bread. What's that bread? That's that
That
understanding and wisdom,
time.
right? My wool and my flax, material things of this world, by other idolatrous customs, so like you know. Therefore, behold,
You forgot to read mine oil and my drink.
okay, Salaki, Salaki, mine oil and my drink.
So my oil and my drink would be my sacrifices, right? So that would be my sacrifices, man. Because every time we had we did a sacrifice. We brought forth the hin of wine, and we brought forth whatever measure of oil and flour, right? So that's talking about the sacrifices, right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns and make a wall.
So I'm gonna stop you from going in the way that you're trying to go. I'm gonna make it hard for you. Talking about the mom, the wife of whoredoms that Hosea had to go get, man. I'm gonna make it hard for you to do what you're trying to do, man. You're not gonna be able to sleep with Tom, Harry, and man. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna have to come back home, man. And the Lord beat us down so bad to where we had to come back home too. And he said he'll make a wall. He's gonna stop you. He's gonna make it hard
Mm-hmm.
for you to do what you're trying to do, and then he's gonna stop you. He's gonna put up a wall. Right? Go ahead.
That she shall not find her paths.
Yeah, man. The same road you used to walk on. That road is not the same no more. The
Right.
game ain't the same no more. Right? It's not the same, man. You feel what I'm saying? So you ain't even gonna be able to walk the way you used to walk, man. Right? And that's the Lord cleaning us up. And once He give us this truth, once He give us this water and this bread, you know, it's hard for us to go off. When you go off, you feel what I'm saying? You feel bad. It's thorns. You feel what I'm saying? When you mess around and sin, man, it hurts. You know, and that's what the Lord is saying through this prophecy that is going on with I think it's Ammi and basically Northern and Southern Kingdom mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
His wife. Go ahead.
Con. Right. Verse 7. And she shall follow her after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them.
So you ain't even gonna be able to get what you was trying to get, baby girl. And for us, for the children of Israel, you know what I mean, we'll get enticed. We'll get enticed by the ways of this world or the ways of these other nations, but we ain't gonna be able to successfully do it because the Lord is ringing in our head, telling us, you got your own custom. That ain't the way we supposed to walk. Right? Call your brother and see if that's right for you to do, man. You know?
Uh,
Go ahead.
God, and she shall seek them, but shall not find them.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband.
What Israel gonna say?
I will go and return to my first husband.
What the sons of Jacob gonna say, man?
I will go and return to my first husband.
So that's what we do now, man. You feel what I'm saying? Once we got that word, hey man, I'm gonna return to my first husband, man. I ain't messing with all these damn niggards out here, man. These damn niggas. I'm going back to my first husband because he treated me like a lady, man. The Lord
Mm-hmm.
treated us like a lady, man. Tender and delicate. Brought us over to the land. We didn't have to do no work. No work. The houses that had mold in it, we just had to clean them out and purify them. The wells that was already dig, we didn't have to dig. The fruit that was already growing, we didn't have to plant. We just had to pick. The Lord treated us like a woman, man, and not like a whore. So we gonna return to our first husband too, man. And that's what we doing right here today, man. Go ahead.
God, quick precept.
Go ahead.
Revelation 2 and verse 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love.
God, the Lord got a problem with us because we had left our first love, man. But all praise to Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, hey, we back and in full effect, man. You know what I
God,
mean? We doing this work with white teeth, man. You feel what I'm saying? With a white garment, man. You feel me?
God.
Go ahead.
Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent.
And your first work was repentance. Your first work was repentance, man. When we was coming out of Egypt, that's when the first array of repentance started going on. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know how we gonna do it, but Moses saying that the Lord want us to make sacrifices in the wilderness, man. I don't know what we doing this for, what's gonna happen, but hey, we need sacrifices. Every animal you could think, because we don't know what the Lord wants. But the first thing that happened was repentance, man. I don't know what I did, Lord, but I'm repenting. You feel what I'm saying? Take me where you need to take me. I'll do what you need me to do, man.
Uh,
And then the thing right after that was what? Started giving us the laws, and we had to start keeping the laws, man. First thing we did, man, was repent and start keeping the laws.
mm-hmm. For then it was better with me than now.
Mm.
For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal.
So and when you read right here, man, that's just what I was telling y'all about up in Exodus, man. The land was prepared, the food was there, the oils was there, animals, we left out with all our animals. The Egyptians was throwing us silver and gold so we could get out, you know. The Lord did that, man. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof,
Mm-hmm.
and my wine in the season thereof, and
So he
will
said, I'm gonna take away your substance and I'm gonna take away your gladness. You feel what I'm saying? And didn't he do that, man?
uh,
And 70 AD it started, man. You feel what I'm saying?
that's right, right. and will recover my wool and my flax given to cover her nakedness.
And I'm about to expose you again. You feel what I'm saying? Send you through slavery. Have you picking cotton. No rest. Sun up, sun down. No food. Eating pork guts. You know what I mean? Eating the ass end of the pork, man. Right? You think I ain't gonna discover your nakedness, man? Take away your clothing, man. Have you go having to do such and such and such and such for a bar of soap, man? You don't think I'm gonna do you like that, man? Right? Look at Django, man. His wife, man, serving faithfully, man, for a bar of soap. I believe that was in Django.
Mm,
You know, it might have been 12 years. I think it was 12 years. That brother wife, man. You know, serving faithfully for a bar of soap, man.
man,
You know, the Lord did this, man. Right? Still doing it till today, man. We see y'all people get shot down in the middle of the street. You know, go ahead.
God, verse 10. And now will I discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers. Man, and none shall deliver her out of my hand.
Hey man, he said I'm about to expose y'all to the world, man. Now y'all gonna be a proverb and a byword. Now y'all gonna be an astonishment among the nation, man. Now y'all gonna have a saying, a smart saying, wherever y'all go with, man. Right? Because the Lord says so. Because you want to be evil and wicked Jakes and Eve, man. Right?
God, that's right. I got a quick precept real quick. Um, right, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 24. Like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity.
Come on, man. So all the neighbors, man, all the people that was around about us has seen our captivity, man. Plus more, right? Plus more, man. We didn't start going into Europe and different things like that till way later on, man. To the UK, man. We didn't go to those different countries until way later on, man. But guess what? Even those people that didn't even see Zion when we was in Zion, you went into captivity under them also, man. All right?
So shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Man, Abaratazah, man. Lord willing. Lord
Uh,
willing, man. We're going to steadfast in this thing, man, and continue to hope that the Lord put thorns and thistles in our way when we go to do wickedness and put a wall up, man. Stop us from the stupidity that we do on a daily basis, man, as being the children of Israel, man. You know, hopefully the Lord keep on blocking up our way, man, with thorns and thistles and putting up walls, man, like he's talking about in the book of Hosea.
mm-hmm. Verse 11. I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts.
Man, and that's going into what we just read up in Revelation. You feel what I'm saying? Where he was gonna stop her corn, you know, and her wine, man. You know,
Uh,
we didn't have no damn corn and wine in slavery, man. They fed us grits. You know what I mean? Those skins, man.
that's right.
Yeah.
Verse 12. And I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, whereof she have said, these are my rewards that my lovers have given me.
And that's talking about her children, man. That's talking about the children of Israel, man. I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, man. That's talking about the children of Israel, man. That all my lover has given me, man. We was born into sin, man. That's a vine and a fig tree, man. Israel, right? Born into sin. That her lovers had given her. We was in America. The lover, right, is America, man. Well, we growed up to what? Eating bacon, right? Celebrating Fourth of July. You feel what I'm saying? Celebrating the New Year. Fireworks popping off, right? We was born into this, man. That's the we're the vine and the fig tree.
That's right. That's right. And on another fold, man, that will go into Deuteronomy 20 and 33, man. Your vines and your fig trees are the things you put your hand to produce, man. Right?
Ah,
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always, man. Right? So on that fold, that's why it says, I will make them a forest, right? And the beasts of the field, or these other nations, right, shall eat them, man. It's that cornfield, that tobacco field, man. That you put your hand to the plow for these other nations to get, man. Verse 13. And I will visit upon her the days of Baalim, wherein she burned incense to them, and she decked herself with her earrings and her jewels, and she went after her lovers and forgat me, saith the Lord. Right? All the things you were receiving from these other nations, man, thinking, you know, they was gonna help you out, and you forsake the Lord and put yourself towards them, man. Hey, man, you gonna be recompensed on that. Verse 14. Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortably unto her. Right? That's that captivity we in. And I will give her her vineyards from thence, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope, and she shall sing there as in the days of her youth, as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. Right? Now that we cast it around in this captivity, man, we're gonna start singing back to the Most High when we in our desolate state, man. You know, that's that door of hope, man. That's that Deuteronomy 30. If thou shalt return to the Lord, He's gonna return back unto us. We're not casted away forever. We're just going through our punishment right now, man. Being desolate, wanting to come back to our first love now. Oh man, I should have never cheated, man. I should damn, you cheat on your husband, and you thinking the nigga you cheating with gon' be there for you. Now he dogging you out. Now you trying to come back to your man. I don't know why I cheated on him for, man. Now I should have never left my husband. He was a real love to me, man. Now look at me, you know. And it shall be at that day, saith Yahweh, that thou shalt call me Ishi, and shall call me no more Bali. Right? That's that husband, man. Right? That day, saith the Lord, thou shalt call me Ishi, right? Man, male, or husband, right? Now we trying to crawl back to the Most High, and be recompensed or reconciled back to Him, rather, right? You know? Oh yeah, that's just that. Oh, that's just my dude. Nah, man. Now you gonna say no? That's my husband. You know? I messed up. You know what I'm saying? And shall call me no more Bali, right? My Lord, symbolic name for Yahweh, right? That's when you were in full subjection to your husband, man. You bend down your knees. Yes, my Lord. You know, verse 17. Oh, Salaki, let me see. I got a text. Salaki. No, it's all Tawab. It's all Tawab. Salaki, I don't want to jump the gun because I know you probably want to expound. Give you a few seconds. Right? That's that regret we dealing with, man. Coming back to remembrance, man. And trying to get back to our the husband, man. For I will take, verse 17, for I will take the names of Lord out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name.
You can keep going with it out.
Time. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground, and I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and I will make them to lie down safely. Right? That's going into that new covenant, right? That new contract, the new marriage, the remarriage. You know, and when it's talking about the beasts of the field, it's talking about us being in heathen ways, man. Our people who are under these Gentile customs.
And I was gonna say it's gonna be like, how brothers and sisters that's married, they renew their vows. You feel what I'm saying? Every year they just do a little gathering or whatever, and they renew their vows or whatever. That's what the Lord is gonna do with us. When it comes to this new covenant, man, with the things getting written in our inward parts, and on our heart. It's gonna be that new vow, man, that the Lord is making with us.
That's right. And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Mm. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness and in judgment and in loving kindness and in mercies, man. All right. That's that new vow renewal, man. And we never gonna go back again. We never gonna cheat on the Lord again, man, with these other nations and these idolatrous customs, man. Loving the world, doing what the other nations do, breaking the commandments, breaking his vows, right? Because we're gonna be with the Lord forever in that day. Verse 20, I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, right? We're never gonna cheat again. And thou shalt know Yahweh, man. We're gonna know the Lord. That's that new covenant, that Jeremiah 31:31. Thou shalt no more teach every man his neighbor, for they all should know me, right? Talking about the children of Israel, man, as a collective, right? Going into Ezekiel 37:14 and on down, man. Grafting back into two sticks together, man. The northern and southern kingdom, right? Verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day, I will hear, saith the Lord, I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth. Mm, right? He's going to open his ears back up to us, man. You know, he's not going to have his back turned on us no more. Listening to our cries, just like uh, he brought us out of the land of Egypt, man. Hearing our cries and our pleas to get us out this captivity, you know, right? Um, and the earth shall hear the corn and the wine and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. Right? Jezreel is another title name for Israel. Right? Let's get that.
And it's actually the righteous version of Israel.
God sows. He's gonna sow us back in the earth, man. We desolate trees out here withering away in wickedness, man. But hey, he's gonna sow us back into that beautiful garden and that beautiful blooming field again, man. You know, that's it on that.
All praise to the Most High, man. That's one of my favorite prophets, man. Letting us know that you know, we are messed up people. We are hard headed and stiff necked. The Lord knew that we would be this way. And at the end, He still wants to give us everything. You know? His mind didn't change because we went off, man. His mind ain't changed and said, "Oh, now I want to give it to the Hamites. Now I want to give it to Esau and them." No, his mind didn't change. He's still ready to give Jezreel everything that he promised.
That's right. And you know what? A thing like that too, man. You might have some children. They might go off here and there. You might have to send them on timeout or send them on punishment, man. But you're not finna just be like, hey man, I'm done with you forever. I'm about to go adopt some other kids. Nah, man. You don't see that. You know?
It's
All right.
rare. It's rare for that to happen, and most of the time, it's because people dealing with that same sex marriage stuff.
Mm, wicked. Con. So this now we in Matthew chapter 4, verse 1 to 14. Right? And it reads, Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hunger. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. Right? But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Man. Right?
Kwam Yashala.
Go ahead. Real quick, I'm gonna answer this call.
Yeah, I was saying Kwam Yashala, man, because the scriptures let you know, man. You should be eating of the words of God and not only bread, man. Bread only sustain you for a little bit, but the words of God sustain you for life. So when it comes to the way that we need to move as a people, man, we always need to be taking a bite out of the scriptures, man. If not, eating half of the loaf, man. If you can, right? Don't just take one bite of bread and think that you're full, man. But at the beginning, it might work like that to where you get full really fast off of the understanding of the word,
Uh,
But now brothers and sisters should be able to eat up, 2 to 3 sandwiches, you know.
that's right. Con.
Yeah,
Verse
I'm some stuff
Slack.
out, so I'm gonna be on mute for a second.
Con.
So,
Right? So yeah, man. And through the spirit, Yahweh was getting tempted in his mind, man. Uh fighting the temptation, man, fighting the flesh. Right? Verse number 4. Slack 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, right? The very high point of the temple, and saith unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands shall they bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against the stone. Right? He was tempting them, man. You know? Hey, throw yourself off this thing, man, because if you're truly the Son of God, man, hey, the angels gonna grab you up, man. Right? Even if you hurt your foot, hey, they gonna be there for you, right? Yahweh said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God, man. Hitting them with them precepts. So it's important that we stay in remembrance of these precepts when we're going through our flesh in our tribulation stages, man. Staying in that milk of the word of the Lord when we feeling hungry, eating that
uh,
bread.
Because one thing that Yahushua did do, he took it back to Exodus, and he was like, "Hey, you shouldn't tempt the Lord thy God, man." He pulled that precept from Exodus through the Spirit, man.
Come, that's right. Verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. Right? He tried to double tempt. First, he took him to the top point of the temple, man. Oh, this ain't high enough? Let me show you the whole earth, then, man. You can give yourself over to the world, man. Look at this. Right? And saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me, man. right? That's that First John 2:15 and on down, man. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, man. He was testing him. Love me, don't love the Lord. Love me instead. Then Yahweh Shai said unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Right? Then the devil leaveth him.
You want to go? You want to go grab that precept?
Con, I got you.
I believe is either Deuteronomy and 6, or you could go to the
Deuteronomy.
Lord. The Lord, my Lord, is one.
Uh, yeah, I'll get it in Deuteronomy 6, verse number 13. Con, Deuteronomy 6 and 13. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods of the gods of the people which are round about you. Con, right? Now going back to 4, right? And it says, For it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. No other gods, man. Not this world, these powers, these nations, these idols, right? People give themselves over to idols of the world, man. Being only simply just men, right? So you got to constantly remind yourself of these precepts. Stay in the wisdom of the Lord, man. You know, stay in the commandments of the Lord. Serve only the Lord, man. And what's gonna happen, man? The devil gonna leave you, right? The devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him, right? Stay out of the flesh, stay more in the spirit, man. The angels gonna be there for you when you're going through times of tribulations and temptation, man. Right? Cast away those evil thoughts and evil imaginations. Endure unto the end, and the same shall be saved, man. Matthew 24:13. Right? Now when Yahweh Shai had heard that, was that it on that? Do we go to 14 or 11? It's a lot of you. Check the chat. Slug, yeah. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, y'all.
What you got going on now?
I'm trying to see if we stop at 11 or 14.
Con.
I think it's 11, but I got to scroll up. Text chat. Okay, it's 17, right? Verse 12. Now when Yahushua had heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt at Capernaum, which was upon the sea coast in the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, The land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles, the people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death is sprung up. Right? And that's going into was it Isaiah chapter um I'm referring to Isaiah Salaki. Find it real quick. Isaiah 9 and 1, right? Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 1. says, nevertheless, the dimness shall not be such as was in her vexation, when at the first he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward did more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea, beyond Jordan in Galilee of the nations. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined. Right? That's also precept into the valley of dry bones, man. And that's also going into us being cast into darkness, being amongst our wicked ways, dwelling in the flesh of wickedness and darkness. Right? That light has came to show us a way through that door, man. You in a dark room, right? It's sunny outside. You open up that door, that light gonna shine forth, man. You know, cobwebs all over the house and stuff. Hey, that thing gonna get cleaned up, man. Your plant dying in the corner because it has no sunlight. Hey, you open up the windows, let that light in, man. That thing gonna grow. You know, so that's what it's referring to, Isaiah chapter 9, right? Verse 16, sorry, 17. From that time, Yahweh Shai began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right? Con. That's right. Repent means to turn from your wicked ways, your ways of darkness, man, and go back to the law. Right? That's why the scriptures say, what the law is a lamp. Right? Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, man. You know? Con. That's it on that. Keep these precepts, man. I hope this was edifying to y'all watching this. It's always good to do these Shabbat services, man, so we can stay in the spirit. All right,
All praise to the Most High, man. Hopefully y'all was edified. Hopefully a lot of y'all hung in there until the end, man. Beautiful, beautiful Shabbat service. Shalawam to the children out there. Kwam Yashala.
come. Peace and blessings to the children out there. Shalawam, shalawam. Come, Yashala.